Good morning, children. Today we will be doing lesson 9 of your grammar book, Nouns, Possession. What are possessives? Possessives show ownership. They show something belongs to someone or something. In other words, they possess something. For example, if you want to show that a book belongs to the boy, it would be stated, the boy's book. Now there are some rules, children, regarding possessive nouns. When you have a noun which ends in a letter other than S, then what do? The last letter is not S. Then you add an apostrophe and an S. Now what is an apostrophe? An apostrophe is a small punctuation mark placed after a noun to show that the noun owns something. The apostrophe will always be placed either before or after an S at the end of the noun owner. Okay. So here we see the man's car is here. Now man ends with N. So you put an apostrophe and then an S. Okay. The man's car. Whose car? The man's car. The school's gym is big. School, L. So apostrophe and an S. Jack's hair is brown. Whose hair is brown? Jack's hair. So Jack is ending with K. You again put an apostrophe and an S. Now what about nouns which end in S? Then what do? You simply add an apostrophe after the S. Like Mr. Jones' house is small. Now Mr. Jones, the name ends in S. So you will not add another S. You will just put an apostrophe after the S. The student's work was good. Again, apostrophe after the S. Now children, you know that we use an apostrophe to show possession or ownership. Let's read these sentences. Look at Sneha's dress. Whose dress? Sneha's dress. It is her granny's gift to her. Both of them went to a children's showroom and went to kids section. Sneha's granny chose this dress for her. Sneha has to attend her cousin's wedding, so she will go to her uncle's house next week. Children, all the underlined words here show possession. Like you can see, Sneha's dress, granny's gift, children's showroom, kids section, cousin's wedding, uncle's house. So apostrophe S shows that something belongs to someone. Like for example, Ram's bat. Whose bat? Ram's bat. So after Ram, an apostrophe and an S. Ravi's school. Sia's toys. Children, when a plural ends in S, we add an apostrophe after it to show possession, like parents support. Now parents is plural, S is already there, so we just put an apostrophe. Students' diaries. Boys' hostel. And what do we do when a plural does not end in S? We simply add apostrophe S, like children. Now children is a plural where it is not ending in S. So we put apostrophe S. Children's clothes. People's choice. Men's deodorant. With non-living objects, we generally do not use apostrophe S to show possession. Instead, we use of. Like the name of the city, the leg of the chair. Children, we can't say the chair's leg. You know, chair is a non-living thing. How can a non-living thing possess something? So in case of a non-living thing, we don't use apostrophe S. We simply use of. The pockets of the shirt. So for showing possession, these are the tips, children. Singular nouns and plural nouns not ending in S, will take apostrophe S. Plurals, plural nouns ending in S will take only apostrophe. And non-living objects generally don't use apostrophe S. Again, here you see some more examples of singular nouns, like common nouns. We add apostrophe S, like for a dog, it becomes dog's house, books words, girls dolls, birds chicks, car's engine, sister's room. We are adding apostrophe S, but if the noun ends in S for plural nouns, we just put an apostrophe, like dogs, it's given dogs. So dogs and then an apostrophe, dog's house. Books words, lots of books, their words. Girls dolls, lots of girls, their dolls. Birds chicks. And in case the noun does not end in an S, in case of a plural noun, what do? We add apostrophe S, like mice's cheese, women's hats. Now children, we come to the book exercises. This is the first exercise, children, where you have to use an apostrophe to show possession. The school where Irfan studies, Irfan's school. A game meant for a child's game. The speech that the principal gave, the principal's speech. The house where Rohan lives, Rohan's house. The uniforms of the students uniforms. The helmets of the bikers' helmets. The dress of the baby's dress. The toys of the baby's toys. Now in the 7th and 8th examples, children, baby in number 7 is singular and in 8 it is plural. So for the singular baby, after Y you put an apostrophe S. But baby's S is already there, so you just put an apostrophe. The tail of an elephant's tail. The shop of a grocer's shop. The shoes of ladies' shoes. The birthday of my sister's birthday. The wedding anniversary of my grandparents' anniversary. The order of the commander-in-chief, the commander-in-chief's order. The sting of a bee's sting. The shirts of boys' shirts. The second exercise, complete the sentences using the words in the bracket and apostrophe S or S apostrophe after an S, or you use off for non-living things. So what is the name of this book? The squirrel's tails are bushy. The actress's costume is ready. Children, in this case, actress already ends with S. Although it is a singular noun, but it ends with S, so we just put an apostrophe after it. The farmer's hut was rebuilt. The walls of the hut were not painted. Now here, hut is a non-living object, right? So non-living thing. So that is why we don't use apostrophe here. We use off. The walls of the hut. That is Tithi's medal. The baby's bottles were washed. The fisherman's nets are strong. The legs of the stool are wobbly. Wobbly means shaky. You know, they're shaking. The horse's legs were hurt. Exercise 3. Rewrite the sentences by using apostrophe or apostrophe S where required. The first one, it is the birthday of Astha. It is Astha's birthday. He made a film for children. He made a children's film. The tools of the carpenter were stolen. The carpenter's tools were stolen. The room of his brother is decorated. His brother's room is decorated. The hair of Vanshika is curly and frizzy. Vanshika's hair is curly and frizzy. The wife of that actor is a doctor. That actor's wife is a doctor. The dresses of these ladies are expensive. These ladies' dresses are expensive. The bag of that girl is heavy. That girl's bag is heavy. Then exercise 4, you have to change into plural. So the boys' hostel. Now here single boy is there, so you put an apostrophe S. But when you convert it into plural, it becomes B-O-Y-S, boys. So the boys, and then you put an apostrophe after the S. So the boys' hostel. The child's books. Now child, children. The children's books. The peacock's feathers. Now this is a singular peacock, but when you put an S, it becomes plural. So apostrophe after the S. The peacock's feathers. The man's voice. So man becomes men. The men's voices. The puppy's tail. The puppy's tails. Plural. The fairy's wand. The fairy's wands. So in both the cases, puppy as well as fairy, when you convert these words into plural, children, S comes in the end. So we just put an apostrophe after the S. The ox's horns. The oxen's horns. The spider's legs. The spider's legs. So with that, we come to the end of the exercises, children. I hope you have understood this concept of possessive nouns. Thank you. Take care.